So everyone just open Beehive. If I Were You, page number 138. Okay. Okay. So let us start. So if I were you, this is a play. This is in form of a play, not in the form of a story. This is in form of a play, and this playwright is Douglas James. Okay. So now let us first see the setting of the play, because before we start watching a play, we have to observe certain settings, like what is there in the stage. So in the stage, a small cottage interior. So it is the setting of a interior of a cottage. Okay, seen inside a room, inside a home. There is an entrance back right, which may be curtained. One kind of entrance is there. Curtain is located there. Another door is there to the left, must be a practical door. The furniture is simple, consisting of a small table towards the left, a chair or two, and a divan rather upstage on the right. On the table is a telephone. So these are the main things, like very basic furniture like chairs and tables, a divan. Okay, one important thing is that one telephone is there. Okay, now when the curtain is rising, Gerard is standing by the table making a phone call. He is of medium height and wearing horn rimmed glasses. He is dressed in a long suit and a great coat. His voice is cultured. So in the opening scene, we find like we are in the middle of an action. Okay, the scene is opening in the middle of an action. Not any action is starting, but one action is already going on, and we are just joining in the middle. So what was that action going on? The main character, Gerard, so he is holding the phone and he is having conversation in the phone, and his dress up was like he was wearing some long coat, and the way he was talking, it was very mannerly. Now Gerard, we heard him talking from the middle, that is why dot dot dot, it's starting with a dot dot dot, means already lot of other things has been communicated. So where we are listening, well, tell him to phone me up directly, I must know. Yes, I expect I will still be there, still be here, but you mustn't count on that. In about 10 minutes time, right ho, goodbye. So he just finished his phone call by telling the remaining sentence, that he is telling someone that to inform somebody to call directly. I must know, means whatever that other person is telling. Yes, I know he is telling. I expect I will still be here, means don't worry, I will be here only, I am not going anywhere. But still you don't think that I will be here only. I may have some plan also, but right now I am not having any plan. I will be here only by that time. Yes, around by 10 minutes, means near about 10 minutes I will be here only. Right ho, goodbye. So he given this information to someone. Now he puts down the phone and goes to the divan on the left. He is moving towards the furniture divan, where there is a traveling bag. So there is a bag, okay, a luggage bag, and starts packing, and he starts packing the bag. Whilst he is thus engaged, another man, similar in build to Jiran, enters from the right silently, revolver in hand. He is flashily dressed in an overcoat and a soft hat. He bumps accidentally against the table, and at the sound, Jiran turns quickly. Now what happens? Jiran, after putting down the phone call, he was packing a luggage bag, and while he was completely engaged in that packing activity, another person an unknown person looks like an intruder. He is entering the scene, and he is having a revolver, and he was dressed in a very funny manner, like flashily means he was like there is no proper what to say dress code for him, okay, like anything randomly dressed up very flashily. Okay, so he came and he was coming very silently, that because he is an intruder, he is a thief, whatever, so he is coming very silently, but accidentally he gets hit with a furniture and he makes a sound, and that sound suddenly naturally it will shock him, means it shocks Gerard, and he like turns with a shock, like who it is suddenly. Then Gerard found that the intruder is standing in front of him, but you see the nature of Gerard, he is very calm and quiet, okay, he is not at all getting panicked, he is not at all getting freaked out. So he pleasantly tells, "Why, this is a surprise, Mr." So the intruder telling, "I'm glad you are pleased to see me. I don't think you will be pleased for long. Put those paws up." So Gerard is very coolly accepting that there is an intruder in his home. So he is telling that, "Well, this is a surprise, Mr. Who are you, Mr.?" He was coming to tell something. Now the intruder is talking back and telling that, "I'm glad that you are pleased to see me. Like really, it's very nice of you that you are very pleased to see an intruder like me to come to your home, But this pleasing attitude won't be there with you for long, because I have come with an evil intention, so you won't like it. So anyway, you just put your paws up. Paws up means hands up, because I'm having the revolver." Gerard is telling, "This is very melodramatic, not very original perhaps, but..." So Gerard is again trying to be very funny. He's telling, "Whatever you're telling, like puts your hands up, I won't be happy, I'm like kind of criminal, everything, all these dialogues looks very melodramatic. It's like, dramatic. It's kind of as if I am in a kind of scene, I'm in a kind of play or something. It's very melodramatic. It's like too much, you're doing too much. And it's not very original. It's not so much convincing. Perhaps you may change your attitude little bit." So he was trying to say something. Again, he was interrupted. So the intruder is telling, trying to be calm, and so you are trying to be smart, huh? You are trying to behave, you are trying to present yourself that you are very calm, you are very cool. Okay. Gerard's telling, "Nonchalant is your word, I think. So you are actually trying to tell that I am actually not bothered, I'm actually not interested by your intrusion in my home, right? That is what you are coming to tell, because I'm taking you so calmly, so quietly, without any kind of tension. So you think that I'm not interested in this entire encounter, right?" Intruder is telling, "Thanks a lot. So thanks for giving me the proper word. So thanks a lot. You will soon stop being smart. I will make you crawl. I want to know a few things. See." So intruder is telling, "Thanks a lot for the word collection that you are having, and you don't try to be so smart. You talk a lot, so don't try to be smart, because I will be making you crawl." Okay, making you crawl means I won't let you do any smartness hereafter, because I am having the gun here, and whatever I will tell you, you have to do, you have to follow. So here, first thing that I need some information. Okay, you need to tell me some information. Gerard is telling, "Anything you like." "Yes, ask me anything you like. I know all the answers. I have all the answers. But before we begin, I should like to change my position. You may be comfortable, but I'm not." Because Gerard was actually packing the bag, and in that posture, suddenly this intruder is coming and telling all these dialogues. So he is holding that posture for a long time. So he is again jokingly, he is telling that everything is fine, whatever you are asking, whatever you will be asking, I will answer you, everything I will do. But just allow me to change my position a little bit, because you might be comfortable standing like that, but I am not. So let me get a proper position, and you then ask me anything, I will tell you. Intruder is telling, sit down there and no funny business. Motions to a chair and sits himself on the divan by the bag. Now then, we will have a nice talk about yourself. So intruder is telling, okay fine, you sit down there and don't try to be smart. Don't go for any kind of funny business because I'm having my eyes on you. So he motions, he indicates that you go and sit there. He's directing somewhere. So when Gerard goes and sits in that particular place, then he says again, means the intruder is telling that, so you tell something about yourself. Gerard started, at last a sympathetic audience. Oh, finally someone here like is really willing to listen to me, listen to my life story. I finally got one sympathetic audience. Means he is again trying to be funny, he is trying to make humor again. I will tell you the story of my life. Fine, I will be telling you the story of my life. How as a child I was stolen by the gypsies. Means he's telling that when I was a child, he was kidnapped by the gypsies. And why at the age of 32 I find myself in a lonely Essex cottage. And right now my age is 32. And how I happen to come to this Essex cottage and be having such a lonely life. Everything I will be telling you. Intruder says, keep it to yourself and just answer my question. You live here alone, do you? So the intruder is telling, I don't want to know your entire life story. I am not interested. You just answer the questions that I am asking you. So the first question is that if he is living here alone or not. Do you live here alone? And to the answer, Gerard is telling, I'm sorry, I thought you were telling me, not asking me. A question of inflection. Your voice is unfamiliar. So Gerard is telling, oh, I thought you were telling me or not asking me. Means I got confused actually what you were asking me. I thought you were asking me to tell the life story. Now you are actually going to ask some questions related to my life. Okay, fine, like kind of confusion happened. But your voice is unfamiliar, means we haven't met before, I think. Intruder with emphasis. Do you live here alone? My question is, do you live here alone? It's not a statement, it's a question I'm asking you. You answer whether you live here alone or not. Gerard is telling, and if I don't answer, what if I don't answer? Intruder is telling, you have got enough sense not to want to get hurt. I hope you are smart enough, you have that knowledge that if you don't answer, you obviously know what will happen. I have this gun, I can hurt you. So you don't want to get hurt, so you will answer in here. Gerard says, I think good sense is shown more in the ability to avoid pain than in the mere desire to do so. What do you think, Mr. So Gerard is telling, fine, like if I am wise enough, if I'm having good sense, then I will really understand that I should not inflict pain upon my body. I should avoid the pain, and in order to avoid the pain I really need to answer your questions. Then okay, then Mr. he's again trying to ask his name. Never mind my name, I like yours better, Mr. Gerard. What are your Christian names? So you don't have to know about my name. Okay, forget about my name. I really like your name, Mr. Gerard. So you are Mr. Gerard. But tell me, what is your full name? Christian name means full name. What is your full name? Gerard says, Vincent Charles. So my name is Vincent Charles. Means he is Vincent Charles Gerard. That is the full name. Do you run a car? Then the next question comes, that whether he is having a car or not. Gerard says, no. That's a lie. So you're lying again. You're telling the wrong answer. You are having a car. You are not dealing with a fool. I am as smart as you and smarter. And I know you run a car. Better be careful, wise guy. So you don't try to be smart. I know you are having a car. So why you are lying? Do you think I'm a fool? I came here, I have done a proper research about you, then I came here. I know that you are having a car. So don't try to fool me and don't try to lie me. Here, this is the last chance. Next time, you will be in danger. Means he is threatening again. Gerard says, are you American or is that merely a clever imitation? you talk like an American way. So are you American or are you just imitating an American? Imitating means copying, replicating. Listen, this gun's no toy. I can hurt you without killing you and still get my answers. So this intruder is getting irritated by Gerard's continuous interruption and continuous like funny jokes in the middle. So he's telling, you see, this gun is not a toy, means it's not a fake gun, it's a really loaded gun, and with this gun I can hurt you. I mean, I won't kill you for some time, but I can hurt you still, and hurting you with this gun means I can shoot anywhere of your, any part of your body, which will make you bleed, and I will torture you in such a way that you will be giving the answer. So do you want me to do that? Gerard, of course, if you put it like that, I will be glad to assist you. Okay, fine, like, no, I really don't want you to do that thing. So whatever you are asking, I will tell you simply. No worries about that. I do possess a car. Yes, fine, I have a car, and it's in the garage round the corner, and that car is kept in the garage. Intruder, that's better. Yes, you need to answer like that truthfully. Do people often come out here? So next question is, do people often come to visit you, means come to your home? Gerard, very rarely. Surprisingly, few people take the trouble to visit me, means people normally they don't come to visit me. It's a very rare case. Normally some people come to visit me. There's the baker and the greengrocer, of course. So some traders like the baker daily coming to give me the bread, sell the bread, they will come. The greengrocer, they will come to give the vegetables, of course. And there's been the milkman, yeah, the milk supply person also will be coming, quite charming, but no one so interesting as yourself. So these are the people, they come often. Okay, normal visitors are very rare, but I have been watching them only to come in my home. But your visit was really very surprising, and it's like kind of interesting, you know. Nobody till now has been so interesting as you. He's telling to the intruder, again trying to make fun. Intruder, I happen to know that you never see tradespeople. So I got one information. Means the intruder is asking Gerard that I got one information after I have done a kind of research on you, that you don't meet the people of your business. Tradespeople means with whom you do the trade, with whom you make your business, you normally don't meet them directly. I got this information. Okay, so you mark it till here. We will finish our class here only for page number 140. Next day we will be proceeding the remaining portion. Okay.